Since arriving in 1974, the Golf has been a perennial favourite. Well, the family's growing yet again on this edition of Test Drive the Golf Sportwagon. The Golf family has grown to not only include 3- and 5-door models, the GTI and Ultra Golf R, it is now completed by the addition of the Sportwagon. Riding on the same platform as the other models, the use of high-strength steel increases body rigidity while improving safety and handling. And it does this while being 15% lighter than the outgoing TDI wagon. The rework of the cabin has been done very nicely indeed. These seats are supremely comfortable, the materials are very nice, the instrumentation is clean and clear, and the infotainment system is easy to use, although the screen could do with being larger. So what's the pet peeve? Right here. If you want to plug anything in, you need this special cable. Whatever happened to a USB? I can plug anything into any car with this. This thing, it's a monstrosity. One of the reasons for the Golf's popularity boils down to what's under the hood. A very sweet 1.8-litre turbocharged gas engine and Volkswagen's delightful 2-litre turbo diesel. The latter puts out 150 horsepower, which is really okay. However, when the turbo is blowing its best, it's the 236 pound-feet of torque that impresses. The fact it peaks at 1750 RPM means there is no lag off the line and the response through the mid-range is very strong. Stand on the gas and the front tyres chirp as the diesel piles on the speed. For the record, it scampers to 100k in 8.7 seconds and accomplishes the more important passing move in 6.6 seconds. Not only is this TDI a great performer, it's also very good on fuel. At 5.6 litres per 100 kilometres, it's as good as many hybrids, and yet you don't have to worry about complexity or what to do when the battery dies. Yes, the naysayers are going to say, but what about the price of diesel and the upfront cost of the engine? Yes, it's an issue if you're a short hop commuter. However, if you're a long distance driver, this engine pays dividends in a hurry. While the diesel is offered with a 6-speed manual gearbox, it's the twin clutch that's the must. Not only are the shifts blindingly fast, it has the uncanny knack of anticipating what the driver's about to do. The bonus is this gearbox brings the mechanical efficiency of the manual, but with the fuel efficiency and ease of operation of a full-on automatic. The thinking at the back end of this Volkswagen Golf Sportwagon is very good indeed. To begin with, the backup camera sits behind the Volkswagen badge. That way, whenever you need it, it's always clean. When you do lift the tailgate, there sits 860 litres of cargo space. And if you pop a lever just like that, the seat flops down and you open up 1,880 litres. There are two other things I did like. First of all, underfloor storage, which also houses the subwoofer for the Fender sound system, and it's part of the reason it sounds so good. There's also a 115-volt outlet. What is odd about the Sportswagon's makeup is that while the gasoline-powered version gets a fully independent multi-link rear suspension and anti-roll bars at both ends, the diesel is forced to make do with a twist beam and no rear anti-roll bar. Likewise, the diesel's rear brake rotors are 19mm smaller than the gas car. Volkswagen needs to be taken to task for this decision. Is a diesel driver less in love with a sporty ride? I think not. In fairness, it takes a sensitive rear end to pick up on the differences, but differences there are. That said, the steering was rewardingly precise and the suspension hunkered down and ran the pylon test better than any similarly sized crossover. What's not to love about a vehicle that combines the benefits of a crossover with those of a sedan? This car does exactly that. It's got plenty of storage and utility, and yet it rides and drives like a GTI. The icing on the cake in this instance, however, it was the TDI diesel. It really is a smooth operator.